What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've been enjoying what we've seen so far from TNS Tokyo. The event by far has had a lot of freaking goodies to look at. The last video was a lot. This one will be shorter for sure, so don't worry. But we do have some very intriguing items to go over. So first things first, and I mentioned in the last video, but we only got a card cut out of him at this event, just basically confirming that he's getting an SH Figuarts. So here's hoping next month they'll have a prototype to reveal. If not, we'll have to wait a little longer to see that. But hey, take your time, because I really want to see this figure be able to move, and I hope he's able to hit the poses he needs to. But yeah, that's not all we can really say about him so far, so let's keep it moving. Now, right here, for all the people who don't like that we get so many Gokus, then, you know, skip about 2 minutes ahead. I'm sorry. I am really glad that they're taking advantage now. This is probably the best move that they can do with this body, is get everything that they can up to date. Not saying the 2.0s are not worth it, or worthwhile for that matter. They're still really good in a collection and posing wise as well. Although a lot of the newer engineering, you know, there's a lot you can take advantage of there. But I do think it's good that if they put these figures out now, get them into circulation, it kind of just replaces what we've already been seeing. Reissues of that Dragon Ball Super Broly, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, some reissue of the Super Saiyan God Goku that came out, I want to say last year or 2 years ago now or whatever, and stuff like that. Like, or even full power Super Saiyan Goku for that matter. Now we have the Games Begin Goku. Like, these are the figures that are going to start, essentially, I mean, like, the comment right there from Animated Heroes, it's going to start getting ran into the ground. And I mean, is that a bad thing? Not really. I mean, it's basically just replacing what we're already seeing. It's just keeping the figures in circulation. And I think that's a good thing, because why not get us all up to speed on the newest, greatest things that you guys are doing? And for that most part, these should be budget releases. I really don't see why they would need to make these anything more than that. They don't need it to have crazy accessories. Let these just be the budget $38 figures now, and they used to be $35, but hopefully we'll go back down in price one day. Maybe not, but let that be the case, because we have this new Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which looks great. I love that head sculpt. I'm loving the color choice for the hair. It's more of that cyan blue. There still hasn't been hit for me yet on the specific color I want, but I think we'll see that somewhere down the line, maybe. But we also have the Super Saiyan God here, and this one is, you know, obviously a little bit more of a retool. Like, it's not necessarily the same exact body, right? Like, it's thinner, you know, same concept. But this should also be a $35 figure. It should be in circulation. I would hope that that's the case, because both of these have been decided for commercialization already, and it would be disappointing not to see these be available for everybody at that point. There are some pictures here that we got from the event thanks to Hobby Dengeki, and of course, go on Instagram and literally you probably are going to start getting spammed with a whole bunch of videos and photos from the event in the last day or so. It's been a lot. So definitely check those out. But look at that. I mean, he looks great. And of course, yes, the body articulation, same as the Games Begin Goku. I'm not expecting anything to change there. The base of the Games Begin Goku is good, right? Like, there's some minor things I would change for sure, but for the most part, it is a great figure. And really all they need to change is this freaking midsection piece and make it rest higher to hide the gaps while not sacrificing the articulation, because if they keep it the soft plastic material, it really shouldn't affect it that much. But we'll have to see if they decide to ever do that. From what I'm looking at here, it's literally a 1-for-1, right? And I'm assuming that the Super Saiyan God is also going to be a 1-for-1 in terms of that same structure. But yeah, these faces and the head sculpt for this one look incredible, straight pulled out of Battle of Gods. I really want them to do something with the Resurrection of F, though. Like, that movie, I need those fits for Goku and Vegeta. They've only had a 1.0 figure and haven't gotten anything since. Really hope that there's a chance in the next 2 years here where they can touch back on it. And also, I mean, kind of surprised when they initially had this photo start circulating around. I was like, are they gonna maybe make a new Beerus? Because this one is also really old. He's not a bad figure, but he's not aging horribly. He just definitely could use the upgrade. And I mean, he's not really in circulation anymore. So people who would want him, you'd have to go spend maybe a little bit of a pretty penny online in the aftermarket there. But yeah, we're going to get into the next topic there. I kind of spoiled it for y'all. But if you're a One Piece fan like myself, you probably are jumping and screaming in the air right now. So I will say this right off the bat. I'm not a Boa Hancock fan. I am not. But this figure is looking pretty dang good. Double jointed knees. I don't know what it is, why they give certain characters these double jointed knees and certain characters they don't. They gave double jointed knees to Yamato, and I think they gave single jointed knees to Nami. I don't get that decision. I don't know if it's just because of the height of the characters, like the size differences. I don't know what reasoning they have, but I need to see double jointed knees just consistently across this line, both for female and male characters. Like, it's just weird, but what are you going to do? We're just going to have to keep waiting and seeing if they make that adjustment thoroughly. But she looks great here. And I mean, they have not necessarily fumbled super hard lately. They've been hitting some good figures lately. You also see we got Crocodile there. I think in the last video I said I didn't expect them to really do Crocodile, for that matter, like at least from Marine Forward, because I feel like a lot more people would want his initial appearance from Alabasta. But it seems like, just from looking online at least, it seems a lot of people are happy about this one. And I mean, the soft goods looks freaking dope. The effects here look freaking amazing. Of course, that looks like it's going to be like a whole separate head sculpt. So I'm curious to see what other expressions and stuff they'll give to him. And if that's kind of the only effect piece, that's also fine. That looks freaking dope. But I would love to see them announce a smoker figure sometime. I think that they could also get that really well. Not just because he's smoking a cigar, but I really feel like they could get a smoker figure done really well. So that's pretty much it in terms of just raw reveals. Nothing else I really think is going to be popping out from this event. I think that's pretty much it so far. If anything does, of course, we'll make a video, but wow. For just this event, I was not expecting everything we have seen. So I'm fairly satisfied with the event and the reveals we have so far. I'm through the moon. And I mean, again, just a quick overview in case you didn't see some of that stuff. We can just quickly glide over it. So, of course, we've got Seto Kaiba that got revealed. And, of course, we've been waiting so long. I don't know what that GIF is right there, but I'm going to click out. And I'm glad that he's coming along. And we have Yugi now. And hopefully they'll do some other duelists. They have to do Joey. I mean, they have to, right? We've got a Gear 3 Luffy kit as well. I don't know what else it will entail. So far, it's just kind of teasing that big fist. And looking at it now, I'm not sure is that a massive ball peg hinge or whatever, like, or is that just so it can rotate? That's pretty interesting. I didn't see it from that angle. So that's I'm going to be looking at that one a little bit more. We got the Whitebeard teaser. We got a new Ace. Star Wars The Clone Wars. We got the Overlay Deku, which is actually up for pre-order now. It is a premium Bandai exclusive in Japan, but in the States, I'm assuming it's going to be a regular release. So go about that however you feel like you need to. Then we got our Game Reverse Wolverine. We've got Yuta. We've got a new Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. We've got a new Sasuke. We've got a new Naruto. And then we've got the Chopper and the Banquet set for One Piece. And I think that about covers it. We've also got that Goku there. But like I said, a lot of good reveals, and you know it's not going to stop. There's always going to be more. And I'm hoping for the Demon Slayer line at least. Please, Tamashii, announce a Muzan figure. Not just for Infinity Castle, just somewhere in between the beginning and end of this series. I just need one design of him. I don't care which one it is, except for his like kid form or whatever from one of the arcs. I think it was Entertainment District where he's like a kid. I need him in his MJ fit at least. Okay, he has to. Other than that, I'm really just here for the ride. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. It's been a pleasure seeing a lot of this stuff come out from Tamashii Nations, and it does show they have, I don't want to say they are trying to step up their game and just be on it, even if that means it's more Gokus, right? Anyways, have a good one, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.